Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dice, Ice, and Mice. Today we are doing something that we haven't done in a long time, and that is going to be, we are reacting to a trailer. I am very happy to actually be back and doing a reaction. It's nice to do it again. I kind of missed it. But this particular trailer is going to be the trailer for Star Wars Squadrons. It's a game that I didn't even know I was excited for until they accidentally tweeted out about it. This is being made by Motive, I believe, is the company that's making it. Under the umbrella of EA. The very fact that EA is involved in yet another Star Wars game has me apprehensive, but I am cautiously optimistic. Especially because the rumors about this is it is going to be mostly, if not all, space-based, fighter-based combat, which is a lot of fun. I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us. So let's go ahead and let's watch the trailer, and we'll talk more about it after. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! EA Motive, game engine footage. X-Wing! Interceptor.
I can't shake them! Giving engines full power!
Think you can escape?
This is gonna be close!
Pilots, you are the Empire's strength. We do not accept defeat.
Remember why we fly.
I'm sorry.
For hope.
I'm sorry.
For the new republic.
Vengeance will be ours.
Music is great. Is that Wedge?
Seize that moment.
When the perfect shot makes history.
5 pilots.
1 squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
We're a Trandoshan pilot. Oh! Yeah! Oh, man! Oh, that I am pumped! Oh, that is so good. All right, let's break down some stuff. Oh gosh. Oh, that looks. I don't know. That's game engine footage. There wasn't any gameplay footage, and I'm okay with that. If this is released on the PS5, it's gonna be amazing. It's been that just was a lot of fun. I loved that entire first sequence, everything with going through the not even an asteroid field, it's going through the rings of a planet where they had the TIE Interceptor chasing the X-Wing. That is just... Is it an Interceptor? I think it's an Interceptor, yeah. Because the TIE Striker was the one with the multiple, so I think that's an Interceptor. The TIE Interceptor chasing the X-Wing through the planetary rings. That's just gorgeous, and it looks good. It's an introduction to some characters. That final shot of that, where she went between the 2 asteroids, that reminded me a lot of the shot from Attack of the Clones, where Obi-Wan flew his Jedi Starfighter through there when he was fighting Jango Fett. Personally. Although, then it opens back up and we see like a full space battle, which is just cool. I was initially confused because I saw this. I think it's just a. I can't think of the. They were in Rebels, the small Star Destroyer things, the cruiser, over here, and I thought it was a different type of Star Destroyer for a second, but I think it's just one of those. We get a nice shot in the hangar of it landing. It looks real good. Then we see the pilot's face. So I guess just because of the way they've described the trailer, it sounds like we'll have. Hopefully there's campaign. I imagine there has to be campaign in this. If there isn't, it's a missed opportunity. But I imagine there's going to be a rebellion path and then an Imperial path. Maybe. Or maybe these will both be happening concurrently, like the Arbiter storyline and the Master Chief storyline in Halo 2. Either that or there's just going to be individual paths. But we get a nice briefing where it's the pilots. We get some interesting faces. I initially thought, just looking at him, that maybe that Imperial pilot was Hask from Battlefront 2, but I'm not thinking so just looking at him again. It could be a young Hask, depending on when this takes place in the timeline, but it doesn't look enough like... what's the... It doesn't look enough like Lance. It doesn't look enough like Paul Blackthorne. That's the guy's name. For him to be Hask. But that would have been interesting if it was. But again, it doesn't look quite enough like him for it to be them. But it's nice. I really love the juxtaposition of they have these two separate briefings going on kind of between the Rebellion and the Empire at the same time. This shot, I want to talk about this shot because there's two very interesting characters that I want to bring up. First off, we got Hera Syndulla in the background. Whoo! So that does raise questions for me of the timeline because she seems like she's a general here. Like she's as her general. Is that the general rank? Yeah, so that's because the five red dots was her general. So she's General Syndulla here. So I'm thinking this has to be after the events of Star Wars Rebels then. And this right here, I'm thinking this has to be taking place somewhere between Rebels and Rogue One. Because I can't quite tell, but that looks more like Admiral Raddus as opposed to Admiral Akbar. It's hard to tell with the lighting, but he's got kind of more of that purplish, dark blue skin tone at the top of his head right here. So I think he's Admiral Raddus. I have no idea who this guy in the middle is. But it looks like he's got something around his neck, some sort of medallion. So I don't know what that is. I think, and this girl over here, I think is our pilot that we saw earlier. Some nice running. We got a U-wing, or an E-wing. E-wing? I think they were... U-wing. It was a U-wing. Then we had one of the newer Imperial dropships that showed up in Rogue One, a nice shot of that. The kind of Imperial version of the U-wing. I almost wonder whether or not this game they're working as bits of it, like the Imperial side, they're going to work and try to capture some of that energy that came from that anime-style Imperial TIE Fighter video that came out years ago now. But just because it felt like that whenever we had the Imperial scenes, like maybe they were trying to capture some of that energy. I think that is Wedge. The helmet certainly reminds me of Wedge. But let me look. Yep, that's Wedge's helmet. I'm doing a lot of back and forth between my two screens. So yeah, that is Wedge's helmet because it's got the black and it's got the white stripes. So it's definitely Wedge. I wonder if they're gonna have him actually. I wonder if they're gonna have Dennis Lawson come back and actually voice him. Be real interesting. He came back and he had his cameo in Rise of Skywalker, which my dad absolutely lost his mind for when it happened. Are they that shot? Are they above Coruscant? That shot right there, because we can see kind of like the ring on the planet below, where it looks like they might be. I think they're definitely over a city planet. I just don't know if it's Coruscant or not. It doesn't look bright enough everywhere else, just that one spot. So maybe it's Corellia. It would make a lot of sense if it's Corellia, because we had the shipyards were there. Interesting. That's obviously a Rebellion docking station. And then we have our dramatic hero lineup. Alright, so we have our Rebel pilots here. We got our 5. We have, it looks like 3. No, we have 2 humans. Right there in the middle. We have, I think, I can't quite tell, but I think that's a Miri Allen. We have a Trandoshan. And I don't know what he is on the end. He does have a robotic arm, though. Interesting. And then, because it's the Empire, we have, I'm guessing 5 humans, but I'm wondering about this guy on the end who's still wearing his helmet. I'm wondering whether or not he is human or not. Because that could be interesting, especially on the Empire side, to have a non-human. And that could be part of the reason that he keeps his helmet on. But we will see one way or another. And then, like, these just final shots of the TIE Interceptor and the X-Wing just flying at each other. The 2 squadrons joining. And that shot of the Star Destroyer just rising up out of the clouds. This almost looks like Bespin. But especially if it's at the timeline where I think it is, it's definitely not. Because the war hadn't made its way there yet. Until Empire Strikes Back. Unless this game takes place, like, over years. Like, maybe... Ooh, that would be interesting. Like, maybe we actually get to be a member of the fight at Echo Base. That could be interesting. Maybe we wouldn't be part of the Death Star attack team. But maybe Echo Base. I could see that. But yeah, the trailer just looked so good. I am excited. I am, like, legitimately excited for this. Oh, man. Well, I don't know what else to say. It looks good. It looks really, really good. If you guys liked this video, please go ahead and leave a like and a comment down below. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Cheers.